All right, so welcome to the post-review spoilers discussion where we get to say whatever the fuck we want.
Just hold up a sec.
What do you do?
I gotta hide my forehead before we do this.
Oh, because the Thor mask.
There we
fucked
go.
you
Now
up.
I'm good. I'm good now. It's
Captain.
Captain.
I'll take orders from you
His name is
now.
Captain Spoiler.
I fucking loved Captain America.
Spoiler.
Hmm?
He's Captain Spoiler.
Captain Spoiler,
Captain
right?
Spoiler.
That's right. No, but I think it's gonna be a damn shame when he stops playing Captain America because I heard Chris Evans wants to stop playing it like after the Avengers. Oh man, he's the perfect Captain. I don't want to see Bucky Barnes take over. I really
They're
don't.
all perfect casting.
I know. You know what's gonna happen in the Civil War? This movie coming up, maybe they'll shoot him and kill him at the end so that he doesn't have to do it, and then Bucky Barnes takes over. Please don't do that, Marvel. Just roll up trucks of money to Chris Evans. He's the perfect Captain America. I love him in this movie. Anyways. The first thing I want to talk about is the destruction in this fucking movie. Okay? I never want to hear another fucking person complain about the destruction in the Man of Steel. Okay? The reason being, everything that happens in Man of Steel happens in this movie. Okay? What? We have two superpowered beings going at it in the middle of a street, a crowded street, happens in this movie. Hulk versus Hulkbuster. And Hulk slamming Hulkbuster against a building, shattering it with people inside. Same thing as what happened in Superman, but no. Everybody expects one Superman, a rookie, inexperienced Superman, to do what 6 Avengers are doing, 9 Avengers by the end of this film. That's fucking bullshit. What?
I said to be fair though, nobody else has super in their name.
Thor, man. Thor Hulk, give me a fucking break. Anyways, but
Super Thor,
you have to be fair to both movies. And yes, Avengers does show a ton of, we need priority as the civilians. We need to evacuate this. We need to do this. But when you have 9 characters, some people just don't have as much to do as others, and so that's why you have.
What do you do? He's like, go save him. All right, I'll go save.
That's why you have those scenes where it's like they're saving, and then people make this claim like Superman never was saving people. Dude, you weren't watching that movie. You're already just buying into the Man of Steel hype train, hate train. He fucking saves a whole bus of people. He fucking saves, towards the end, he literally fucking kills the last remaining Kryptonian. His relative chooses humanity over Krypton in order to save a family he doesn't even know. And not only that, the entire fucking Earth he saves. So nobody tell him. Could Zack Snyder have put in more scenes where he's like, saving an old grandma. Here you go, grandma. I gotta go fight Zod. Yes, he could have, but I don't think that was that movie's tone.
That would have sucked too, because he's saving that grandma, and in the background you just see Zod like eye laser.
Zod obliterating.
Killing everybody. He's like, I saved that grandma though. We're good.
Mean, everyone expects Superman to save everyone in the city, but you don't understand. When he's fighting Zod, that's not possible.
Exactly.
It's not possible for him to
that
be
was
fighting
the tone
Zod and saving everyone at the same time.
It's 2 different tones. So if you're comparing Man of Steel with Avengers and you're saying Superman's a bad superhero because he didn't save people, shut the fuck up. Because you literally cannot compare apples and oranges, okay? Avengers has the tone appropriate for going off and saving these individual people when if you really think about the time and what Ultron is doing, if you took time for that, so many more people would die, And Man of Steel had a different tone to it. So, and Superman was inexperienced versus all these guys who have had their own movies, multiple movies. They're experts, and there's 9 of them. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Man of Steel versus Avengers. Different tones. Superman saved people. Avengers saved people. But let's be honest, Marvel knows how to do it better.
Better than DC.
So stop writing your comment. Go ahead and delete what you were going to say because I agree with you. Marvel just does it better. DC is just fucking it up. They're going this dark tone. Darker. There's this comic that shows it. It's fucking hilarious. It's too dark, man. This kind of tone would work perfect for Superman.
Darker than Batman's parents being dead.
They're in
darker
the
than an
angsty teenager stage.
Yeah, I really.
Oh God! Don't even get me started on that. I ran more than anyone about.
Okay, so I had to get that Man of Steel rant out there to sort of counter what everybody's going to be saying after they see this film. Like, Superman's a bad hero because he didn't save everyone. This isn't the same comic book. You see, these heroes are their comic book versions. Superman is not his comic book version. He's a different take on Superman. And because Superman has had like fucking 5-6 films, it was good to see a different version of Superman.
Yeah.
These characters, this is their first version. Their comic book version, it makes sense. Anyways, so back to the movie. Let's talk about some of the spoilers. So what the fuck? Vision uses an actual Infinity Gem?
Stone, yeah.
Well, you just fucked Vision. Vision is fucked because we know Thanos is gonna get all 6 Infinity Stones. He's gonna go and put it in his glove, and fucking Vision's fucked.
You just have like a little.
And secondly, they portray him as being somewhat weak. He's got a goddamn Infinity Stone lodged in his head. One of the most powerful things in the universe.
Yes.
And he's like just shooting eye lasers. He's not even really killing shit with one shot with his laser. He's like brawling it out, and Ultron's
Oh
choking him out.
Yeah.
yeah, that one laser is as powerful as Iron Man's beams. I don't fucking think so.
It's an Infinity
It'd be
Stone.
way more powerful.
Yeah, it blew-
Yeah.
like,
So
yeah,
they
You
had
don't
to.
vaporize him in one shot.
I know they had to sort of play with artistic license there to depower Vision because Vision with an Infinity Gem, because he doesn't have an Infinity Gem in the comics,
He's got like
right?
a solar stone or something.
It's
yeah.
just something different.
Yeah,
but
it's-
if you
it's
literally gave an Infinity Gem to Vision, he could crush Ultron. I'm sorry.
It'd just be like,
done.
and boom, everything will be done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before he even finishes his speech, he's like, done, let's go. Job's
Oh
done.
yeah, when he turns around, he's like, "You're gonna
Movie's over. We're out of here.
continue the party." Oh wait, Vision didn't show up until
No,
after that.
later on.
Anyways,
He's like, if I turn this key,
oh,
Yeah, the other thing is like that was the mind gem, and it's got like he becomes like all knowing and intelligent and stuff because it's like the most powerful mental gem in the world.
Yeah.
He didn't figure out Ultron's plan or anything at that point. He's just like, let's go fucking kill him. Like, whatever, man. Let's just go kill the shit out of him.
And let's see, what was I? Okay, so at the end of the film, they show off the new Avengers. So apparently Tony and Thor are quitting the Avengers. That was really
They're
weird.
not quitting. Thor's going
I
back.
thought that's what I said initially. I was like, they're just gonna leave and they'll
They're
they'll
okay.
assemble later. But no, I actually think they're done avenging, and these new Avengers is the Avenger team.
Really?
And yes, and the new Avengers, we are in the spoiler section. It's fucking Vision, Black Widow, Captain America, War
Falcon,
Machine,
and Falcon.
Falcon, and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, none of
And
those-
and so this new team. Now, how I think they're actually gonna do it is they're gonna have this new team go up against Thanos.
they're all gonna die.
They're all gonna die. They're gonna get obliterated. Scarlet Witch fucking dead. Fucking Vision fucking dead. See?
That
Oh, it
makes
sets
sense.
it up
There you
perfectly.
go.
Rips the stone from him. Falcon, he was a side character fucking dead. Who
He's
can't
gonna
die?
fly in.
Captain America.
Captain America can't die. Black Widow can't die.
Yeah.
She's like the only female on the fucking
I
team.
think-
She's
No,
not
they
gonna
got Scarlet
die.
Witch. They could kill
She-
her.
I think
You think she's expendable? She's not gonna die.
no, she's-
No, you know what? She's die if they could will people back.
that too.
You know what?
Or they could use
The
that
thing is, she's a human
nanomolecular
being.
machine
She's
on
a
her.
normal human being.
That's right.
She's gonna go up to Thanos and he's just gonna do like like Vader. He's just gonna be like, "You're dead," and her head's gonna explode.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
she can't stand up against it. None of those people on that team, not even Captain America, can fight Thanos.
Exactly.
There's no way
No.
that it can possibly happen.
No, and you know what? Another interesting thing is who is notably absent from the new Avengers? Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So all that time setting up his
yeah.
family and possibly, you need to be sure, hubby, if these
That
team
was
need
sexy.
you. Was that setting up like the actor's done with Hawkeye and he's like, I need to do other things now?
I think he went
I
home
think so.
afterwards.
I think he just went home.
He went home with his bags. That was the difference. Is the first time he comes in, he doesn't have his bags.
Mm-hmm.
But the second time he comes in, he has his 2 bags, drops them on the floor, and she starts crying.
I think they set it up, and
Yeah.
in the movie, it doesn't really make it clear that Hawkeye is done. You know what I mean? But now, when you go back and think about it, he's like driving the car in the middle of the battlefield. Here's what I'm gonna do: I'm gonna knock out that wall. I'm gonna, shack up with my
Yeah.
wife. We're gonna create a new room. You can't do that when you're an Avenger, you know. So yeah, I think
Think about
Hawkeye's
his
done.
family.
So anyway, this new team is gonna get obliterated.
They better,
The old
yeah.
Avengers will have to assemble and go out there and fight him and
Attempt.
I mean, because
attempt to fight.
Attempt.
And they will get killed. And then Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, and all the new and Daredevil will show up from Netflix. Deadpool. Holy shit, there are so many characters.
Throw them all in there.
Then they'll get killed.
You know what? Yeah, you know that. You know that zombie scene from like World War Z where they're all like climbing on top of each other? I'm just gonna
That's all
picture
the
like Thanos there with
superheroes.
all of them climbing up on him, getting killed, killing people left and right.
And the only one, the last one is Hulk, and Hulk will almost get there, but then he'll get
No,
fucking
Hulk beats
killed.
Thanos in the comics. Though.
I know, but with
That's
6 Infinity
What?
Gems,
Yeah.
Hulk
Oh
is
no
fucked.
fucking way, dude.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting how they handle this Infinity thing. They're gonna do it in 2 parts. So
They
I'm
have
just
to.
telling you, this
They have to.
this fucking part 1 is gonna shock people. People are gonna fucking die.
People are gonna
And
die.
they set it up. The spoilers that we didn't want to tell you. Quicksilver dies in this movie.
Yeah, he does.
And after he dies, I was like, oh man, I was actually kind of starting to
Yeah, it
like that
actually
character.
hit me.
I need a speedster in this team.
Yeah, like I did at first. I didn't think like him dying was gonna do anything to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know,
That was-
I
that was-
actually
that was
don't
honorable.
like
A
it.
great story.
And Hawkeye,
Yeah.
it was a good story too. Hawkeye was prepared. He was like, fuck. And he was prepared to take the hits. But
Yeah.
then
They could have made it
Quicksilver.
much more sad and
Yeah.
much set up the next movie if they would have killed Hawkeye and then had like Captain, because there's times in the comics where somebody dies on the Avengers and Captain goes and tells the family because that's his job. He takes
Ooh,
the burden.
yeah, Captain.
They could have killed
going
Hawkeye and then he could have shown up at the
to
door
his wife
with
and
like
kids.
his bow or something.
But that would have
instead-
been a way different
I
tone.
want you to
You
cry.
want me to cry? Jeez.
I'm sorry, but your father is dead. He's dead,
Actually,
Joe.
you're right. If
dead.
Hawkeye would have died, I probably would have been a little more emotionally affected than Quicksilver, a
Oh,
character that was new. But I was still shocked that they killed off one of their Marvel heroes. It's good to see that Game of Thrones is rubbing off, saying, "All right, well, let's fucking kill people. We
Yeah.
can get away
It's a
with
little
it."
You know,
dark without turning the whole movie dark.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I loved the interaction that Hawkeye and Quicksilver had right before that happened, where like they're gonna go start fighting again, and Quicksilver runs up, grabs his sister, and says, "Keep up, old man." And Hawkeye just pulls his bow out. And
He's
he's like,
like,
"I could do it. Nobody would know.
Nobody would know.
Nobody would know."
Little fucking
Oh
bastard.
no, he died fighting Ultron.
I-
I'm all torn up
always-
about it.
I've
bastard.
always loved Tony Stark and Iron Man. He's always been my favorite character in all the Marvel movies. This one made me go towards Hawkeye.
Yeah, you like
I
talking.
love
They
Hawkeye.
did concentrate a lot on
I really
He
Hawkeye.
needs a movie.
And imagine he is the one. He's a human. The rest of them all have superpowers. Except a lot of people forget Black Widow. She
Widow.
does. She's on Hawkeye's level,
Her
but
power is
for-
kicking.
yeah. But for some reason,
Yeah.
everybody forgets her when they think about why is Hawkeye on the team. Everybody gives Hawkeye shit, but here's Romanoff, and what she has fucking electric fists,
I
and
guess 'cause,
everybody.
like, she does all this badass moves and he has bow and arrows. Because that's
Right, because he can't do close combat as well as she can.
Exactly.
And
Oh,
once
I
you
don't
get
know
up to
about
Hawkeye,
that.
you're fucked.
You're like,
But
The,
I don't know about
He was
that.
doing pretty well.
Hawkeye
in
was
close
doing pretty
combat.
well. He was the only one. Hawkeye was the only one that stopped Scarlet Witch.
Yep.
Everyone else couldn't stop Scarlet Witch. And Hawkeye goes, pop! You know, he made it seem like he didn't even see her coming. He's like, pop! And she's like,
You know-
and only Quicksilver got her out of there. And he's like, yeah, you better run.
It kind of sucks too because they built his character up better than I've ever seen any movie do for Marvel that they've done.
Yeah.
They built him up to the point where they even had like a sob type of moment with Scarlet Witch breaks down, and she's just sitting there, and he's like, "All right, so the city is flying. The city is flying. I'm using a bow. None of this makes sense."
It was great.
Yes.
And he essentially recruited Scarlet Witch. And I bet you from that speech, and she's in the new Avengers,
Yep.
the reason why she's in the new Avengers was because of Hawkeye's recruitment speech and really
I totally
getting to
would have
him.
joined.
Yeah.
That speech was like,
He's like,
I'll
you know,
join.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
I'll
do
join.
shit.
And then
I'll
she-
walk out those doors.
Boom! Those doors open and she's like, "Three lads! Force!" It was awesome. So they really did build up Hawkeye. It feels like he's not coming back, but of course, I guarantee you he will.
I want him to. He
He's
needs his
gonna-
own movie. Like he did so well. I want a movie with him.
A Hawkeye movie, I'd watch
I'd
that.
Or
watch
a
that in a
series.
heartbeat.
Netflix, if you're watching, Hawkeye.
We'll
Yeah,
fucking
Netflix.
do it. It's up
And
to
don't
the
turn
actor.
him into an emotional wreck like every other fucking superhero show.
So
Yeah.
what else? So what else? Okay, it was. the twins hating the Avengers. They hated Tony Stark, but they hate the Avengers.
Because they're friends.
I think it was by
I don't know.
association.
Yeah, it was, honestly, it was so weak. You know
we
these
talk
people.
about the end scene.
Yep.
Get Reb's glove.
I did a little bit. We talked a little bit about Thanos and what would happen when he got all the fucking Infinity Stones. All I know is it's a really exciting time to be a comic book fan, a superhero fan, and a Marvel
That's
fan.
a Marvel.
The only well, Joe, it is a nervous time to be a DC fan.
Oh yeah.
But if you're a
You
Marvel
don't
fan,
tell me. I'm like, oh man.
so Marvel's doing it right, and you know what? I'm not sick of it. If they keep hitting them like this one hits, then
I'm gonna keep
give
going.
me 20
I'm
of them.
gonna keep going.
Give me 20 of them.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yep.
So leave your own discussions, things that you noticed in the comments. Leave that. So far, we've seen 4 Infinity Gems. Let's see, the purple one in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
They did a little the Tesseract Cube
Was the blue one.
was the blue one. They had to do a little bit of color correction. They were like, fuck, the scepter's blue, make it yellow. So they broke the
it.
outer shield and it turned yellow. So you got yellow, the
The
Mind
red
Stone.
one from Thor 2.
Yeah,
Dark World.
Thor 2 was like this
That's- yep.
blood kind of floating thing. I'm sure that'll fall apart. It'll be a gem.
Yep.
And then there's 2 more, green and
I don't know.
We
another
had the purple one.
green and orange, I think, or something like that.
Green
And
orange, yeah.
those are the 2 that haven't been shown yet. So if I had to make a prediction, I'm sure one of them will show up in Doctor Strange. And
They can't
another
be
one
on
will
Earth,
show
though.
up in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, yeah.
That's why Ant-Man, I don't think is going to have an Infinity Stone involved at all.
Yeah, because honestly, there's been too many on Earth. They're not all on Earth. Find them elsewhere.
Exactly.
They keep putting them on Earth, and it's like, no, they're not on Earth.
Well, not
you know?
technically Earth, because the scepter
Yeah.
wasn't
It
on
was on
Earth, and
Scepter.
But
it
still
came
not on
from
Earth.
Loki. And
But
he
the
was-
Bloodstone was on Earth the entire
Yeah,
time. The
so-
blood poison stone, or whatever the hell it was.
Oh, man, this is going to be insane. You know what? I'm glad that what is it? The Infinity War is 2 parts. That makes sense to me. It's like, wow, you can end that first part in the darkest way possible. You know what I mean?
Everyone dead.
And have kids walk out of the theater crying, and I want that to happen.
It's gonna
But
be
then I
rated
turn
R.
kids to cry?
It's gotta be
Rated
rated
R.
R.
I don't think so. But then I go and look at DC's schedule, and I see the Justice League Part 1, Justice League Part 2. I was like, that feels completely unnecessary. That feels
Yep.
like DC's just
Yeah.
doing it because they saw Marvel's doing it.
I honestly I look at how they did the Avengers, and then I looked at Suicide Squad, and I'm like, what are you trying to do? Don't do that right out the gate. Like, introduce characters in your universe you're gonna make, then you put them together like Marvel did. But instead they're like, oh, fucking 20 of them at once. It's like,
Yeah.
don't do that.
They feel
You're
like
not
they're
gonna have
already
any
behind. They're like,
backstory.
oh, we gotta keep up.
You're not gonna have any
Damn.
backstories, no foundations, nothing. You're just gonna throw it at people, and I
Yeah.
think
Yeah, no
That's
one's
a bad
gonna
way to
know.
And
go.
I'll talk about Suicide Squad when the
Yeah.
first trailer is released for that. I know you guys are wondering my opinions on the Joker. I think the tattoos are stupid. The damage thing is ridiculous. But I think Jared Leto is still going to do a good job.
Yep.
And that other picture, some of them look great, some of them don't. Harley looks awesome. Others are questionable. But I'll tell you more about that in an actual trailer reaction for that. But thank you guys so much for fucking hanging out with us, talking comics and movies with us. Put your shit in the comments. I want to read them all, see all those different perspectives.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show.
No thumbs up.
Yeah, it's a rating out of 10.